Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah, and next to me is Shelly,
Hi.
and we're with the Albuquerque Museum program called Art Matters. We work with youth here in Albuquerque to do visual arts projects with them. This is our COVID series of videos, so thank you for joining us. We have a couple rules in our programs that still apply to our videos. One is respect. Please respect each other, please respect yourselves, and please respect the materials that you're using today. Our other rule is have fun. This is just experiential. It's fun to just try it and see where it takes you. So today we're going to use a couple supplies. We're going to be using paper. You can have a couple sheets with you. You're going to have some writing utensils. So you can have a Sharpie, you can have a pen or a pencil. And then we're also going to have some markers or colors of some kinds. So you can have like colored pencils if you want. You can have crayons, something easy. So, and then you'll also need, we're going to do a project today called a Where I'm From poem and then map making. So it would be awesome if you had the Where I'm From poem printed out, at least one copy for someone to read or to refer to as you move through the project. So you can pause the video now and gather your supplies, and we will see you in a minute. And we're back.
Hi. Welcome back. Again, my name's Shelly, and I'm going to take us through just getting ready to make some space to make some art. So I'm just going to invite you to put your feet flat on the ground, just kind of wiggle down so you feel nice and grounded, and just begin rolling your shoulders and taking some breath through your nose. And you can exhale or sigh out your mouth if you want. And what we're doing here is we're just releasing any tension or anxiety that has built up throughout the day. And let's take 2 more breaths together. Inhale and exhale. That's right. You can move your head from side to side. Work out your hands and fingers. You can pull those fingers back towards you. Squeeze your knuckles. Rotate your jaw. Make some weird faces. You get some cracks, a snap, crackle pops out of your jaw and your nose and your face. Feels good. And then when you're ready, if you are comfortable, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, just bring your focus internally. You can even put your hands on your heart if you want, because we're going to think about somebody that we love. It could be someone who is still alive. It could be someone who has passed on. It could be someone who is in the room. It could be someone far away. Just bring that feeling of what it is like to be with that person into your area, your space, your body. Maybe you want to say their name silently. Maybe you want to feel what it feels like to hug them, for them to hug you, what they may have done to help you feel good about yourself, help you through some hard times, celebrate good times. And just spending a couple moments here, bringing in the essence of that person, maybe bringing a smile onto your face. And then just let it go, shake it out a little bit. If you'd like to pause here, I encourage that. If you want to share who this person is to you with the people around you, you can pause and go around the circle. And I invite you to be very respectful to listening to and honoring what everybody has to say. And join us back when you're ready. And welcome back. So, yes, we are now going to move forward with this theme about where I'm from, which includes people, places, things we love, things we do that represent who we are. And so there's a template that maybe you have printed out in front of you or one of the facilitators has, and we're gonna go through it together. So just get a piece of paper and a writing utensil, make some space around you, and we're gonna start. So this is writing a poem, and I'm going to read, go through the poem with you. If you need to pause at any time to finish the sentence or to let the people finish around you, just go ahead and pause as we're going through this as you see fit. So where I'm from. The first sentence is, I am from, and then you fill in a specific thing or an object that you love. So I put, I am from new paintbrushes. And then you'll put a comma and continue from, and then another thing or object that you love, a comma, and a product of something that you use that's important to you. So I put Vans tennis shoes, just as an example. Could be something you eat, wear, watch. And just keep in mind as we're going through, these are just examples. It doesn't have to be exact. If you can't think of a product, put another thing that you love. It's fine. This is just a poem about you. So the next line is, I am from a place that you know well. I am from the blank. And then there's a period. And then we're going to put two adjectives, which are things that are going to be describing this place. Something and something. Like big and shiny, or deep and loud, or whatever, however you want to describe this place that you know very well. So then we're going to move on to the third line of our poem. And just go ahead and write, I am from the, and then it's going to be a plant, a flower, or a natural item. For example, I put, I am from the oak tree, and one more flower, plant, or natural item. I put dandelion. I am from the blank and blank, two things from nature. And then a period. And then two words that describe each of these things. So for example, rough and yellow. And then period. And then we'll start our next line. We're halfway there. So again, feel free to pause at any time for people to catch up. I am from a culture, a spiritual tradition, or a religion. So talking about that, I am from blank. If you want to pop in and share anything that you're putting in there, Sarah, please feel free.
Well, I think, I don't know, we could put one word, but you could also elaborate a little bit if you wanted to. So in one line, I put, I think on the last one, the plants or whatever. I am from the aloe vera that I got from Robin and Tom that made babies last year. Yeah, so you can elaborate a little bit more if there's like, you know, a tree from your childhood or that specific tree, you can add that too.
That's cool. Exactly. Because again, it's about you. It's not about following the formula exactly. It's about you writing a poem about yourself. These are just kind of guidelines. Okay, so I am from the cultural, spiritual tradition and blank, a trait from your family or a trait that's specific to your family. So I put Sunday barbecues and another one, which was late night card games. And then you're going to put a comma after the two specific traits from your family or group of friends, whatever, or your own practices. And then we're going to name 3 people that we love. So, and my mama, my abuela, and whoever, your best friend or whoever. So 3 people, and then a period. And then we're going to move on. I am from blank, which is something that you like to do, like basketball. I'm from the basketball court. I'm from basketball. I am from DJing. I am from whatever. And also just to remind you, we're keeping it positive here. So think about the things that you do for yourself that are uplifting, that you like. I am from the and another thing. So 2 things that you like to do, blank and blank. And then we're going to move on and do from, and this is something you were told that makes you feel positive. So maybe something in quotes that like somebody in your life told you to help you, like keep your chin up or put your best foot forward or whatever, like kind of like a mantra thing is that somebody told you. So 2 of those things, from one of those things and another quote. Maybe it's from TV or from music, a lyrics from a song. And 2 more lines. There's actually, so I am from either the place where you were born or a place where you feel that you belong. So I am from blank, and then comma, and then 2 foods that represent you. Represent you, your culture, your family. So 2 foods. And then the very last line is I am from, and then a place where you keep things that are special to you. It could be a physical place, or it could be a literal place, or not literal, what am I saying? Whimsical place, like your heart or cloud. But I am from my bathroom windowsill where I see trees and photos of the people that I love. So before we pause, Sarah, do you want to add anything before we pause and have them share with each other? Good.
No, thank you.
So yeah, now we encourage you to take time to pause and then share with each other and to really honor when the person is talking, because these are things that are intimate and very personal. And so take time to go around, and for people who feel comfortable, I encourage you to read these to each other and even give feedback or whatever. So we'll check back with you, tune back in, play back when you're ready.
Welcome back. So now you can put your poem aside. You can use it for reference for the next part. And now we're going to make a map. So this project is inspired by is it called the Albuquerque Now exhibit at the museum?
Only in Albuquerque?
Only in Albuquerque. And it has a big map of Albuquerque on the floor. Maybe some of you have seen it and you can find the place where you live. And it's pretty cool. So today we're going to do some map making. So put your poem aside. You can get a fresh piece of paper, maybe a couple, so that you can sketch some ideas on. And yeah, work on a couple at a time. Also get your colors, your markers that you have. And any drawing utensils you want to use, pen, Sharpie, pencil, anything. So maps are often a way to convey information. You can do it quite literally. You can make a map of maybe where you grew up or a special place to you. Or you can do a metaphorical map where maybe you make a map of your heart, what your heart might look like. Maybe you make a map of your hand. Sometimes I like to make sort of blueprints of houses that I've been in that I remember, just so I can remember like bedrooms or where the living room was. So recalling memories. You can also do like a timeline of your life. Yeah, or any significant positive things that have happened in your life, maybe like breakthroughs that you've had in your life, or moments that have been really important for you, or that really changed your life. So, Shelly, do you want to share your screen of the map examples that you have?
So let's see what pops up on my screen here. Here we go. So can you see that, Sarah?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
This is the one that is on the floor in the Albuquerque Museum that you can walk on, and you can see the river here and the Albuquerque and the west side over here, and then the mountains. So this is the kind of the literal mapping. Then there's some more non-literal, more narrative maps. So this one has different animals and people, and then the mounds that they're sitting on say that they were born from the love of.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do that about
This one reminds me,
and kind of say where.
yeah, well, this one reminds me of the poem we just did, the Where I'm From poem. Use that as you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why it's good. You can go back when you're thinking about your map to the people and the places, and you can focus on one aspect of it, or kind of tie it all together. This is kind of a different type of map, but I thought this was cool. Just the illustration style showing the black and white and the line quality. And then this one is, as Sarah mentioned, a timeline of a person's life, like when they were born, they found a bird that helped them, they went canoeing, different things, new baby sister. So things like that. And then here's another one, which is the roadmap of a person's life. And I looked at it more closely, and I think it is of an artist. I can't draw yet. Drawn everything, comic book obsession, leave me alone, skate or die, will draw for food. Anyway, so it goes through the life, and it's kind of like a road. And then it looks like maybe they live in Seattle here, where there's that Space Needle. And at the beginning, maybe they started in New York. I don't know, but there's just some symbols that represent where they've been in their life. And then this one is a map of a city. So if you were going to draw out Albuquerque in your own way, maybe putting in things that you love about Albuquerque or significant places in Albuquerque. So yeah, those are just different ways to make your map.
Awesome. And if you're feeling stuck, you can refer back to the poem that you just wrote and see if there's anything in there that you can maybe illustrate or create a symbol. Yeah, and then move on from there. Is there anything else before we pause?
Just some questions to think about that we did kind of just touch on, but which people and places are important to me? What does my map say about myself and my life? And just to use a couple extra pieces of paper if you want to sketch things out before you move on to what might be your final piece. But again, it's just for fun. So just sketch it out.
Awesome. And feel free to play with like different mark making if you want to fill up your page with color and then see where you end up from there. There's no wrong way to start it. So go ahead and pause the video and work on your map for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And when you're ready, come back. And we're back. I would recommend that you share your maps with each other. One easy way to do that is to stand in a circle and have the map face into the circle so that everyone can see it. And then just notice things, what people did and the different ways that people interpreted the ideas that they had. Considering we had all the same materials and stuff, it's pretty interesting. And maybe you can share something you like about something someone did, or something that you particularly enjoyed as well. So we're gonna do one more
I'm
quick
going to show my
activity.
map real quick.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
I'll just show this real quick. And then maybe Sarah can give,
Oh, yeah.
and you can ask a question. I was going to throw that in too. You can always say, oh, I like this or that, but you can also say like, oh, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, here's my map, and it's a little bit more of a literal thing about Albuquerque in the mountains with a few symbols and a compass legend at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sarah has something really cool, which is an extra bonus to the lesson to throw in. Oh, let's see your map, Sarah.
This is my map.
I love this one.
These are some alfalfa fields that I used to visit a lot as a kid in the South Valley, and these are some cottonwood trees that I like to visit and still visit. Cool. So we've mentioned a couple times that you can make books and stuff from your extra papers that you don't want to use. So I have a lot of papers here. Let me find one. So you're gonna get a paper. This can be one that you've drawn on already that has some interesting designs, or it can be clear. So you're gonna fold it in half lengthwise. Just like that, normal. And then you're gonna fold up the edges till they're about halfway up on each side. And then you'll flip it over, do it to the other side. Then you're gonna fold it like a fan, but to keep it even, I like to fold it in half first. And then you fold back those edges so that it's kind of like a zigzaggy fan fold. And then there you go. You should have something like this. So you can put little pictures inside these pockets or little drawings or things. You can tape these edges or fold them so that they stay shut. And you can decorate it even more on both sides. Nice. You have artist trading cards. Cool. So thank you guys for joining us. Again, my name is Sarah, and this is Shelly. And we're with the Albuquerque Museum Art Matters program, and we're really grateful to be sharing these videos with you. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, thank you.